In this box is a driver I didn't think I'd get a chance to review, the brand new PXG 0811X Proto. Let's do it, and let's do it now. Hi everyone, James Robinson here. Guys, first things first, I wouldn't normally kind of unbox a new driver for you, but the boxes that these PXG drivers come in, I thought I just had to do. So guys, if you are new here, please don't forget to consider hitting that subscribe button below. That way you won't miss any of the great golf related content I bring to you guys every single day. If you do enjoy this video, don't be afraid to leave us a like. That way I know you're enjoying the content. And how good does this look? Imagine receiving this in the post after your order, and this is what it's all about. So without any further ado, I think I might put some lights on. It was all for effect really. It's middle of the day. Don't want to be here in the dark, do we? That's better. So guys, the PXG 0811X Prototype Driver limited edition. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think I'd get my hands on this, but a member here at Huddersfield has got one, this one, and he's lent it to me, so massive thank you for that. And I've asked him his kind of feedback so far. He's only used it for a couple of rounds, but he's saying it's the best driver he's ever had. He's absolutely loving it, and to be honest, he was really kind of happy that I wanted to test it. So I'm really looking forward to hitting it. We're going to talk through specs, we're going to talk through looks, we're going to talk through feel. We're obviously going to see how it performs, and we'll talk price as well, because you might be a little bit surprised. I was surprised, very surprised. One thing PXG have always done really well is customer care. Things like the box it comes in, things like the head cover. This head cover feels like, to be honest, it's really quite heavy, and it feels like it could protect your valuable possessions, which I suppose this is what it is, because if it's your new driver, if you spent 550, 600 pounds on it, I was gonna leave the price till the end, but there's a talking point. Because you see, I don't know how many times I'm going to take this head cover off and put it back on again, but I'm not going to throw it because it's not mine, and it's like, it smells amazing as well, so we're going to place that down here. But £550, £600-ish, I'm not sure exactly what that equates to in dollars at the moment, but that is a very, very good price. It's a good deal. It's not 800, £1,000, is it now? I think this one has got an upgraded shaft in it. This has got the 10 size CK 60 gram Mitsubishi shaft in it, and it is obviously not custom fitted for me, it's custom fitted for the member, which I'm borrowing it off. And you'll see here that the weighting system in the back, this is the kind of big story. This is how you can kind of tailor make it to your specs, or PXG it to your specs. Now, I did tell the person that I borrowed this off that I wasn't going to mess around with the specs and change the settings because it's his, and I'd be too scared to not put it back in the same place. But it has sent me the key. Even the key comes in like a nice little kind of beautiful feeling pouch, but basically, interesting looking key as well. Basically, there is a matrix for these different weights here. So this is the heavier weight. This is at the moment set at the back. That's going to make it a little bit more forgiving, a little bit higher spin. I'm going to swap those round and put it at the front, a little bit like kind of, remember Cobra F9, the Cobra Speed Zone, that kind of idea. Sorry mate, I will put these back for you. Look at that. I haven't lost it. I've got to say, obviously, I have hit it a little bit in a warm-up because I don't just jump straight into these videos, and it does, the whole thing feels solid. It just reminds me of a kind of quality product. Don't worry guys, we will get around to hitting some balls in a second, and I must admit, when I saw that weight spiraling towards the floor, towards the crack in the floor, I was like, oh gosh. But there we are, all set. So now this is set on the kind of low spin option. It should be perfect for me. Whenever I do get fitted for drivers, generally that's what I do air towards. You can put them in the toe and the heel, and I'll put the matrix up there now so you can see it. I think it's time we hit it, do you? Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous stood over this, and I don't know why. I never get nervous testing clubs, I never get nervous reviewing clubs. I don't know if it's because it's kind of not mine, or it's not a manufacturer's that they've sent me, but it just, I mean, let's hit it, I'm not that nervous. It looks brilliant down at the ball. It's actually quite a small looking head, which just kind of suits my eye a little bit. Come on, let's have a nice one off the bat. Oh, I've hit that good. Oh, I've hit that very good. That's come out exactly like, I'm not going to say his name because I've no idea if he wants to be in the video, but that's come out exactly what the owner said I mean, it's a bullet. It's spinning at 1.8. It's dead straight, which, I mean, for me is absolutely, it's a miracle at the moment. And I'm going to take that all day long. That's another one. That's exactly the same. That's spinning at sub 2 again. It's a nice, you know, I don't think you'd notice if it came or didn't come back. That suits it, doesn't it? That goes well, that, yeah. Mine now. You know what, to be fair, the head cover's that good, I feel like it needs to be kind of in the video, so we're going to leave the head cover there for now. So, do you want to know about the specs of this PXG 0811X Prototype driver? Nailed it, I think. 0811X Prototype driver. And do you want to know about all the technology that's in there? Because, let's be fair. So, key features which are included in the PXG 0811X Prototype driver, nailing that first time now, every time, is the hybrid crown construction, the high-speed face, precision weighting technology, honeycomb TPE sole insert, GC on neutral axis, high performance anti-glare finish, and the benefits that they're supposed to bring are faster ball speed, incredible distance, tight dispersion, outstanding feel and sound, low spin performance, and high MOI. And you might have guessed that I have read that off a spec sheet because I can't memorise things anymore. It's been a long time since I reviewed a club. But I've got to say, it is fantastic to be back, so I'm glad you've all joined me for this first club review post-lockdown. Oh my lord, I mean, that's spinning higher, it's dropped down distance a little bit. But I've got to say, when I hit the warm-up with this club and the way it was in the back, the spin rate was definitely a lot higher. I wasn't getting that kind of knuckleball down the fairway, whereas now, to be honest, even that, which is spinning a little bit higher, I've obviously caught it maybe a little bit low on the face. I'm going to take it all day long. Can I see the ball? One of the huge things that I love about this club is the looks of it, the aesthetics of it. The anti-glare finish just looks incredible, but you've also got the kind of darker bit here which looks absolutely brilliant on the top of the crown of the club, then the honeycomb effect here which almost looks like a carbon effect. If I can get real close on that, that does look brilliant. And then obviously looking at the bottom of the club, it's always going to be stealth, isn't it, with PXG? You're never going to have garish colours on there, you're never going to have silly colours or silly names. It's always going to be very, very regimented, just like I suppose Bob Parsons is from the military days. And I like that. I like that they never lose the style, like they never change the style. They're never looking for marketing gimmicks apart from boom, baby. Maybe that one. Somehow, I think that ball may well have, it has. We've actually broken a ball. The PXG 0811X driver has cracked a test ball. So I guess that's how powerful it is. We will take that out. It still went straight though, it still hit the fairway, but we'll take it out of the numbers, obviously. We're gonna have to break into the pyramid. Oh, no, hate breaking a pyramid. That was Healy, really, oh dear. Right, so I've just hit a handful of shots now with the PXG 0811X Prototype driver. Let's hear what else PXG have to say about it. So the PXG 0811X XX, no, just 1X Prototype driver is a limited edition prototype currently available only for tour staff. Obviously not anymore, it's now available in limited edition. At PXG, we openly test products to test and ensure top performance in the most difficult conditions. So far, player feedback has been exceptional, so we've decided to make a limited quality available while our engineers work tirelessly to perfect the final design. Which I think is it's tour seeding basically, isn't it? Which most big brands do. Titleist do it, Taylormade do it, Ping do it? Ping must do it. And now PXG are doing it as well. I like the idea that they've released it for people to use as well. I like the idea that it's got the Proto on the neck there. That's going to definitely help it sell. I like just how in-depth you can go with the custom fitting. I have met the boys at PXG because I've done videos with them before, and I know they're fantastic fitters. They always go into the nth degree. And to be honest, I really like the sound of it as well. Listen to this. Probably hit it out the shaft now. I mean, that just sounds, that's going right, but that sounds rather good. Does it perform better than anything else I've hit? To be honest, for me, it doesn't perform miles better than anything else that I've hit this year. It's not fitted into my specs, so I wouldn't really expect it to. But the main thing is, so the feedback from the member who's lent me this, is it performs miles better than anything else that he's used this year. So I guess, I mean, I know there could be a kind of honeymoon period with that. There always is with golf clubs. But for me, does it look good? Absolutely 100% yes. It could well be one of the best looking drivers that I've seen definitely this year. It almost looks a bit understated, which is exactly what I would want from a golf club. Does it sound good? Yes. Does it feel good? Yes. Does it perform as good as anything else? I've got to, I mean, look at those dispersions. Yes, there's a couple, I mean, the crack ball didn't help, but I've got to say I am rather impressed with this as a golf club. Just that high spinny one again. Right guys, I'm going to hit one more shot, then we're going to take a look at just how it has performed. Obviously we'll discount the ball with the crack and things like that, but guys, hit those comments below. What do you think? A huge positive for me about this as well has to be the price for me. At 500, I think it's about £550, maybe £600 with the standard shaft options. That brings it into the same ballpark as pretty much every other driver. If you think about Taylormade Sim, if you think about Callaway Maverick, if you think about other drivers on the market, you're not a million miles away with that price, are you? And that's something which PXG have actively tried to do, bring themselves back into the mass market. And a lot of people are buying into that. I know a lot of people are starting to buy more PXG product because it doesn't now have that stigma on it of, oh, you've got PXG clubs, so you must be a millionaire. I mean, it would be nice, but one day, maybe. Right, last shot. Let's really try and get one out there. I think if I nail this, I should be able to get it over 280, maybe 285. Come on, let's have a long one. No, just a little bit high spinning again. So it definitely does depend on where you strike it on the face as to what ball flight you get and what spin numbers you get, but then it is a golf club at the end of the day, so it's always going to depend on that. How does it perform? Let's find out. So guys, over 9 shots because I had to take the ball out that cracked. 270 carry, 277 total, club head speed just short of 105, producing a ball speed of 154, smash factor 147, spinning at 25, which is a pretty optimum number, especially to say. The last few shots I hit, the spin rate did rise because of where I struck it on the face. The last few were kind of like 3,000 something, 3,200. So what do I think to the PXG, that head cover's back on again, PXG 0811X Driver? Have I got it right? Yes, 0811X Driver. I like it. I like the price of it. I like the feel of it. I like the sound of it. I like the look of it. I like the components of it. I like the head cover. I like the PXG grip, which feels fantastic. I like that you get it in the box. I like the whole thing around it. So for me, really, it's one of the first PXG drivers I could visually see myself using because I could afford it. I could buy it. I could go and get fitted for it. And I like the idea that it's limited edition, it's a prototype. It's just a bit of fun, isn't it? Guys, thank you so much for watching. I massively hope you have enjoyed that. If you have, smash that subscribe button. If you haven't already, I'm sure you probably already have. If you have, then thank you very much. Leave us a like if you did enjoy that video. Would you like to see any more content with PXG clubs? I've potentially got something coming in the next few days which you will really like. Apart from that, we better get this box back up because I'm not sure if he knows I actually hit it. I think he just thought I was taking some pictures of it, so we'll make sure that this all goes back where it needs to go. I need to set it back as well, don't I? Yeah, I'm going to do that, and I'll see you tomorrow.